Test, test. Okay. I was not recording audio. Yes, Nick, I will put you down for World Tree 17. You got it. Any requests? I got you taken care of. Thanks, Nick. Welcome to FOC. We will be doing Lunar, which is DC, Image, and others first. Absolute Flash number 10. Nick Robles, A cover. Take 2. Then we have Absolute Flash 10 B cover. Yes, exactly. Haining cover. The Clayton Crane cover. Awesome to see Clayton Crane doing covers, a lot of variant covers again. Joe Quiones, D cover. Absolute Power trade paperback. This is the series that led up to the creation of the Absolute Universe. An important story if you're an Absolute fan now. Here's the collected edition for $19.99. Ancestral Recall number 5. Archie Comics Digest number 3, Winter Special. Artificial number 4 from Marie Levitt. 1 in 10, black and white. The Chest Wound variant. It's kind of weird our cover just being called the Chest Wound variant. Here's the Beam cover of Author Immortal number 3. And a Cy Lee variant, the B. Barbaric, The Long Death number 1, Vault's Barbaric returns. Well, you didn't think we'd come back? Barbaric loves you, Axe loves you, and he's giving you his heart in the form of The Long Death number 1. Our heroes slaughter their way even closer to the answers to their big questions. Owen learns all about his curse. Sword learns about her curse. Axe gets drunk. The consequences are barbaric. If you didn't know, in Barbaric, his axe is alive and sentient. If you didn't know it before, you know it now. Here is Axe, the 1 in 10. A 1 in 25 from Jim Mahfood. Really cool guy, Jim Mahfood. 1 in 50, Pete Carroll. Here is the Cornhow Lilith crossover black bag variant. And then we have another black bag variant because it's censored, I believe. And then we have the Brett Bean. This is an open order cover of Barbaric Long Death. Batman by James Tynion IV, Omnibus Hardcover Volume 2. James Tynion's best-selling run on Batman. It is $125 for Volume 2. Batman Superman World's Finest 46. Superman's forehead, Batman's eyes, Joker's teeth, and Lex Luthor's chin. Beautiful Chuma Hill variant cover. So often Chuma Hill has been relegated to the ratios, and you could only get her beautiful art, assuming her, I'm not sure. Chuma Hill's beautiful art, if you got the 1 in 25. This is really cool that it is a open order. Is this part of DCKO? Luthor and Joker's team-up kicks it up a notch. In order to defeat the Joker-Luthor team, Batman and Superman may have to ask for a little help from their friends, if they still have any after the shocking events of last issue. Don't miss part 2 of the merger. I do not think this is DCKO related. I think it's just Batman, Superman team-up related, and Joker, Lex Luthor team-up. D cover there. Batman White Knight, a wonderful, wonderful addition to the DC alternate universe array with the White Knight universe from Sean Gordon Murphy. Batman White Knight, if you haven't read it before, fantastic series. You can get the first volume in DC Compact for only $9.99. Batman White Knight, DC Compact trade paperback. Black Diamond number 4 of 4. Catwoman 82, the A cover. B cover by Frank Cho in his well-known ballpoint ink art style. A Derek Chu cover, instant classic in my opinion. Great Derek Chew cover for Catwoman. Sarah Boslane. Not an artist I'm familiar with, but that's beautiful. Comic Shop News 2001. Comic Shop News. We hand it out at the shop. You guys love it. We'll keep getting it. Conan the Barbarian, number 27, the A cover. B cover by Doug Braithwaite. C. Juan Rose. Juan Rose Rip. D. Federico. This is the Doug Braithwaite Virgin open order. Darkstalkers X Street Fighter Rogues, number 1. Another Udon joint. Darkstalkers X Street Fighter Rogues, Lords of the Makai, $4.99. And a B cover by Brett Bean. It's a cute one. B cover. 1 in 5, Alex Ahad. DC Finest, Case of the Chemical Syndicate. DC Finest is the best bang for your buck you can get in a collected edition. Has a lot of stuff bunched together for $39.99. This contains the comics debut of Batman, Robin, Catwoman, and the Joker. So that means it's Detective Comics 27 through 52, Batman 1 through 5, and World's Best Comics number 1. Stuff from Bill Finger and Bob Kane. Wonder Woman Enter the Cheetah collected edition, another of the DC Finest. Here is DCKO Harley Quinn versus Zatanna. So this is another part of the DCKO. These one-shots are coming out showing the battles that take place throughout the bracket. As these battles conclude, whoever wins moves on to the next bracket. So in this bracket, we have Harley Quinn versus Zatanna. And here is the A cover. This is round 5 of 8 by Jorge Corona. B cover by Frank Cho. I like that one. C cover by Jamal Campbell. I like that one. Mirka Andolfo. Cute. Oh, she's pulling hair. I don't know about all that. We have a David Nakayama. You're cruising for a bruising, sister. Tab Atni Selfrototob. Yep, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Dick Tracy 14, A cover. And B cover, Jorge Fornes. Is this like the final issue? Nope, just looks like a sad cover. D cover, yes sir. Got that down for you, Mr. Brian. Right, yeah. I'm saying that was for somebody else, a friend of mine. Get you the D cover. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, my mistake. Good looking out. Die Loaded, number 2. The Return of Die from Kieran Gillen and Stephanie Hans. Here's issue 2. We have issue 1, which just came out this week, new. We have it's still on the shelves. B cover by Franny. Dynamite Blood Red, number 3. EJ Sue A cover. B cover by Roberto Melli. C cover by Emilio Piliu. Will Robson cover. Danger Will Robson. 1 in 10, Virgin. Another Virgin. Another Virgin. Another Virgin. Catacomb Torment of EC's Catacomb of Torment number 6. Got that out. And a B cover, Fowler. 1 in 10, Jay Stevens. 1 in 20. 1 in 50. Enter the Blue hardcover from Dave Chisholm. What begins as one woman's search for her own artistic courage unravels into a stunning look into what jazz music can teach us about our search for the truest version of ourselves. It is $34.99. It looks interesting. Everything Dead and Dying, number 4 of 5, Jacob Phillips. B cover, the pink variant, 1 in 10. Exquisite Corpses, number 8, the Michael Walsh A cover. B cover by Adam Gorham. We've worked with Adam before. Good guy. Polybagged collectible card variant. We have the Stealth variant. Okay. The 1 in 25 from Aaron Campbell. That's interesting. 1 in 50 from Danny. FBP, Federal Bureau of Physics, trade paperback collected edition, The Paradigm Shift. Christopher will grab the poly bag. Thank you, Christopher. Got it. What is FBP, Federal Bureau of Physics? For Agent Adam Hardy, the FBP is more than a job. His entire life, he has been fascinated with the father he's never met, a pioneering physicist who made an incredible discovery and paid for it with his life. Adam, his partner Jay, and their supervisor Cicero know the new rules. They've mastered them. But the conspiracy they're about to uncover will break the rules all over again. And if they're not careful, it'll break them too. Collects issues 1 through 7 of the critically acclaimed series for $17.99 from Vertigo. Fire and Ice, When Hell Freezes Over, collected edition of this recent miniseries. Flash Gordon 14, A cover, Will Conrad. B cover, Kyle Hotz. Furlough, number 199. The longest-running anthropomorphic title in American comics races on to its landmark achievement of issue 200. Gargoyles Demona, number 5, Megan Hetrick cover. Beautiful Jay Lee cover. Demona's sad. Frank Power cover. David Cousins. And then there are several different ratios and special metal covers that you can get as well. Geronimo Stilton, Reporter, hardcover, volume 20. Ghost Pepper, number 6, Ludo Lullaby, a series I'm really enjoying from Image Comics. B cover by Carmine D. Domenico. One in 10 action figure cover. Oh, it comes with the little robot guy. 1 in 25, the Ramen variant. 1 in 50, the Pepper variant. Blank sketch cover. Ghostly Darkness of Kanata, trade paperback collected edition. G.I. Joe 16, part of the Dreadnought War storyline within the Energon universe. And the B cover. Hey, is that a Transformer? C cover by Ben Oliver. 1 in 25. 1 in 50. Good as Dead, number 4 from Image Comics. David Lapham writing. Maria Lapham also writing. Green Lantern Dark hardcover. The Elseworld/Tangent Green Lantern. This is her entire series collected in hardcover format, issues 1 through 7 of the Green Lantern Dark miniseries that recently completed, or is completing soon. Groupies trade paperback from Mad Cave Studios. A Tula Lote book. Tula Lote's beautiful cover, as you see there, and it is interior art and covers, $19.99, and cover of the collected edition. Harley Quinn X Elvira number 3, Amanda Connor A cover. B cover by Chad Hardin. It looks like they are getting a visit from Power Girl. C cover by Joseph Michael Linsner. D cover, I think this is the best one, by Ben Caldwell. We are Ben Caldwell fans here. We know that Vrax is a really big fan of several pieces of his original art. And then there are a bunch of different ratio variants, limited editions, the 1 in 10, virgins, things like that. Hector Plasm Hunt the Bigfoot number 3, the final issue of Hector Plasm from Image Comics. B cover. Don't go in that cave. That's a TMNT homage cover, or tribute cover, whatever you want to call it. One of the 1 in 10 of Hector Plasm Hunt the Bigfoot. And 1 in 25. High Strangers number 3 of 5. B cover. C. 1 in 10. Invincible Omnibus hardcover. This is the direct market exclusive, so this is the one you can only get from comic shops with that great team-up crossover cover. And if you're buying this, either you don't have any of the collected editions yet, or you really, really want to get a collected edition that includes the Spider-Man Invincible team-up. Invincible meets Spider-Man for the first time. This is the historic first time ever printing of the groundbreaking Invincible, now a hit Prime show, to feature Mark Grayson's unforgettable team-up with the Marvel Spider-Man. The first 9 volumes of the hit series are collected in a stunning hardcover omnibus, along with the iconic Marvel Team-Up 14 from creative visionaries Robert Kirkman, Cory Walker, and Ryan Ottley. Collects Invincible 0 through 47 and Marvel Team-Up 14, $125. And then also, this is the bookstore version. And for once, I think we're going to sell more of the direct market covers than the regular A bookstore cover. Here is Joker, the Bronze Age Omnibus hardcover. Justice League Unlimited 14, the glow-in-the-dark cover. This is the cover E. They're just soliciting this early because they need more time to get it to the printer and made, since it is a glow-in-the-dark cover. All the rest of the covers will probably be next week or the week after. This is just needs some advance time. Kanga Yu. This is a all ages young readers series featuring the Amazon animals, or I guess most of them are all kangaroos, aren't they? In Kanga Yu, Lost in a Labyrinth Wonder Woman graphic novel trade paperback. Kaya number 32. B cover from Junie Ba. King Spawn 51, Danny Earls cover. And the Marco Fiella variant. Was it Something He Ate? Liquidator 2 of 5 from Mad Cave Studios. Loud House 3-in-1 trade paperback. Mind State trade paperback from Mad Cave. Miraculous Ladybug chibi. New Space Age number 1. This is a new series from Mad Cave. Disgraced astronaut Mark Mitchell has only ever had one true mission: to find his little brother Joey, who was abducted by aliens from a crop circle when they were little. But when Mark's shot piloting gets him grounded, and the last of the public space program defunded, Mark loses his only means of finding Joey out in space. until Mark's homemade scanning rig discovers the shocking truth about the crop circles, their instructions for space travel. Mark will need to uncover the hidden messages that have been left on Earth for years and reverse engineer the magic that can finally help him find Joey. A cover. B cover from Kerry Randolph. 1 in 10, Daniel Warren Johnson. That's cool that he got DWJ to help out with the cover on the 1 in 10. Nightwing 133, Manhunt, Dexter Soy, A cover. Beautiful Dustin Wynn cover here. Outdoing himself with that piece of art. Elizabeth Torque variant. Nut number 1 from Dan Heyer. Is Nut criminal vulgarity or civic-minded satire? Either way, Dan Heyer shows the world that blue comics matter because you have the right to read Nut. For fans of exploitation, Ben Mara, Police Academy, Rick Altergott, and Bad Taste, adults only, limited to 500, a Church Ghost Stone Church Press production, $9. Ogreist, trade paperback volume 2. Peter Cannon Thunderbolt number 2, issue 1, on shelves now, new this week. B cover from Jonathan Lau. C Cat Staggs. D Alex Ross. 1 in 10. And some other ratios. Power Fantasy 14. B cover Alan Love. Quinn Credible, A Better World, trade paperback. Rogue Sun 31. Is this the one with Spawn in it? Okay. No. I think Spawn was in the last issue. Here is a Youngblood special cover. They've been doing Youngblood team-up variants across the Image line, celebrating the release of Youngblood number 1, which came out this week, on shelves now. The Sacrificers number 18. From Rick Remender, 1 in 15. Savage Sword of Conan, the original comic omnibus, hardcover, volume 7. Different cover choice. Sensation Comics number 38, facsimile edition, featuring Wonder Woman. $4.99 for this facsimile. Sensation Comics 38, and you can get a foil variant as well. Or blank. Smurf Tales hardcover volume 14, or in softcover. Somali and the Forest Spirit volume 4. Sonya Reborn number 4. She may be reborn, but she still got those abs. Beautiful Stuart Sager cover. Chad Hardin. Greg Land. Cosplay. I see Cosplay do a lot of art, and I find Cosplay's work very photorealistic. Several different ratio incentives. Yeah. Happily. This is the A cover from Stefan Sejic. Here is the B cover from Stuart Sager. The C cover from Chad Hardin. D cover from Greg Land. And the Cosplay cover. Those are your choices. C cover. Got it. Thanks, Brian. Space Ghost number 6, Francesco Mattina cover. Jay Lee cover. Michael Cho cover. Bjorn Barons. Boy, they sure do get good cover artists over at Dynamite. And then there are some special metal editions, virgin editions, ratio incentives. Sam and Twitch. This is part of the Spawn universe. Sam and Twitch Case Files number 20. A cover. B cover. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge hardcover Traveler's Guide to Batuu. Official in-world guide for $22.95. An outstanding gift or self-purchase. This in-depth literary and visual companion will delight any Star Wars fan. It is an official in-world guide to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the themed land at Walt Disney Resort in Orlando, Florida, and the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California, when you can live out your own Star Wars story, fly the Millennium Falcon, and explore a remote outpost full of surprises. I don't understand what you just said, Brian. Oh, that's where you work. You can't read it. Okay. Studio Ghibli, My Neighbor Totoro stationery set. That's cool. You could, sign it for me. You work there. Superman in the 70s trade paperback. Superman the Kryptonite Spectrum number 5, the final issue of this awesome series from the creators of Ice Cream Man. I'm probably going to end up getting this in collected edition. B cover by TMNT artist Juan Ferreira. Great painted work. C cover by Alex Ekman Lawn. Superman Unlimited number 8 from Dave Johnson. Out of the way, Soups. This is a job for Guy Gardner. That's how he talks because he's full of himself. Cool Gillum March cover. And the great Nathan Zerdy Crypto cover. I will definitely be getting this one. Love me some Crypto. Ariel Olivetti cover. That's definitely a nice Superman shot there. Gerardo Zaffino cover. Nice. Sad Soups. Superman Unlimited hardcover volume 1. I've heard so many good things about this series from Dan Slott and Raphael Albuquerque. First 6 issues together in hardcover for $29.99 or in softcover for $19.99. Supernatural number 3, Clayton Crane. Drew Moss. Cover Steve Ricardo. D Photo. Photo does similar work to cosplay, but Photo often has multiple people, and it cosplays almost always just one. I'm making joke like I think that's their names, Photo and Cosplay. Yep. Ken Hazer, FOC bonus cover. Survive, number 4 of 4 from Bad Idea. B. Gorham. 1 in 20 Lapham. Teen Titans Go Big or Go Home trade paperback. Terror Bites, number 3. Thundercats Ho! Lede, Special 2025 one-shot, or the Fabio Gallo variant B cover for the Holiday Special. Robert Quinn. Deluxe Mystery Blind Bag for the Thundercats Holiday Special 2025. Let's see. Each mystery blind bag includes 2 separate copies of the issue, both of which are exclusive to the blind bag. 1 blank Authentics edition and 1 of 5 unique variant cover art editions for $15. Virgin Metal, and then a bunch of other ratio incentive covers. Tiffany and Charlotte of Another World, number 4 from Fred Perry. This is Antarctic Press. Christopher will take a blind bag. You got it, sir. Thank you. Titans number 30. This is a DCKO issue. We are getting a Swamp Thing and Cyborg going at it here in Titans 30. So even if you're not following Titans, but you are following DCKO, this is going to show one of the bracket fights, the Cyborg Swamp Thing fight. Round 4. So if you're into that, you might want to grab this issue. B cover by Brad Walker. A Mark Spears variant. That's a cool variant for Mark Spears. Edwin Galmon. Combadeus. Tomorrow Girl, number 14 from Antarctic Press. Toxic Avenger trade paperback, Volume 2, Love and Blight. Up for 3 days, The Art of Clay Parker. Vampirella 8A. B. Chu. C. Linsner. D. Chatsudis. E. Cosplay. F. Mystery Blind Bag. This is a $10 mystery blind bag. Let me see. Does it tell you about the blind bag part of it? Nope. We don't know exactly what it is, but it is a $10. This bag contains 1 Dynamite variant. Mystery blind bag. There you go. 1 in 10. 1 in 10. And as you know, with Dynamite, you get a bunch of different ratios, incentives. World Tree 17. We got that down for Nick. 1 in 10 from Acuna. 1 in 25, Phillips. Walking Dead Deluxe 127. Coming soon is the first collected edition of the Walking Dead Deluxe. So far, every collected edition has only been the black and white versions. And if you wanted the color versions, you'd have to buy the singles. But coming soon, it has been announced we're getting a collected edition and maybe an omnibus as well of Walking Dead in color. B cover. C. D. Wonder Woman number 28, the A. Daniel Sampier cover. B cover by Nakayama. C. Homer. D. Greg Smallwood. World War III Raid on Tokyo Trade Paperback Volume 2 from Antarctic Press. Wrestle Heist from Kyle Starks and Image Comics. A former pro wrestler who has a brush with death thanks to a crooked promoter assembles a crew of fellow wrestlers he's screwed over to rob him blind during the biggest wrestling event of the year. from the outrageous, action-packed mind of multi-time Eisner nominee Kyle Starks. With eye-popping colors by Vladimir Popov comes a no-holds-barred heist caper packed with body slams and backstabs. $3.99 for this new series. There is a B blank cover. 1 in 10 from Jesse Lonergan. There is a Kyle Starks Youngblood team-up cover. Can you smell what the Bad Rock is cooking? I will be getting this one. Love me some Youngblood. Wrong Place hardcover. Youngblood number 1. This is the special second print cover. And this is an homage to something. What is it again? Yes, it is homaging the famous New Mutants 98 with Youngblood. In this new Youngblood number 1, which I had a lot of fun reading, it introduces 2 new characters, Vandal and Xerxes. And here you get a special cover, homaging New Mutants 98, just like it included Deadpool and Gideon in those roles. Oh, and Plismix. And this was Domino in that. So it had Deadpool, Domino, and Gideon. And here are also 3 new characters to the Youngblood universe. $4.99. There's also a Virgin open order cover available. 1 in 10 black and white. There is an open order trading card variant cover. A Treasury edition. Yes, Youngblood number 1 in Treasury size for $14.99. Youngblood number 2, Rob Liefeld cover. 2B, also Liefeld, featuring Supreme on the cover. C, Dustin Weaver. D, Tyler Kirkham. E is the manga black and white variant. Yuletide 3, final issue, 3 of 3. And a B cover. 1 in 10. Zdarsky Comic News, the final issue of Zdarsky Comic News. Zdarsky Comic News number 18. Taking its place will be Comics the Magazine. Anybody who subscribes to at least 5 books with Stronghold Collectibles will get Comics the Magazine free. And if not, it will be available for $2.99. And that's Lunar. Let's go over and take a look at what we have from Marvel. On FOC. First, we have 1776, number 2 there, including this 1 in 25 ratio variant. This Phil Jimenez homage variant. This is homaging the Spider-Man cover with Barack Obama, except here we have Benjamin Franklin. And here's a nullified variant there from Pete Woods. And the Phil Noto variant, as well as a Virgin Incentive. Absolute Superman trade paperback or hardcover, Volume 2. I love Absolute Superman, written by Jason Aaron. Brian will take the homage to the famous Obama cover, but you would like the Ben Franklin one. You got it. Done. Agent Demi-Human Complete number 3. This is the ratio incentive for the second print of Alien vs. Captain America number 1. This cover was available in foil for the first print. I don't know if we have any more in stock or not, but here it is the 1 in 25 Virgin. Here is the regular A cover of the second print that is available. Amazing Spider-Man 18. Goblin Queen is back. We have a variant cover by Ben Sue, the Disney Stitch Unleash the Holidays variant, as well as a nullified variant featuring Spider-Boy nullified, both open order variants. We have the incentive ratio cover here by Jeremy Wilson, and continuing the Liber Mayhem Amazing Visions series of regular variants. A nice series of variants by Liber Mayhem. A great one featuring Green Goblin, Spider-Man, and what looks like a dead Gwen Stacy. There's a version available as an incentive. We also have the now famous Winter Break variants that are coming every year from Marvel and DC. Mary Jane taking her winter break on a snowmobile with a pair of skis. Probably out there with Paul. No, hopefully not. The Amory Wars, No World for Tomorrow, Volume 3, Collected Edition trade paperback. Avatar, Fire and Ash, the Visual Dictionary. Avengers Epic Collection, Under Siege, $49.99. Ayakashi Hunters, Tainted Bride manga. Barbed Wire Compendium. A compendium for what was at once Dark Horse's Barbed Wire. I believe I've heard that Pamela Anderson and her sons are working on a new movie, not starring Pamela Anderson, but should be executive producing, bringing Barbed Wire back. We'll see. Batgirl Bloodlines. These are some trade paperbacks that are available here and will probably be available next week from Lunar. Betrothed to My Sister's Ex, light novel manga. Blue Lock, Volume 26. The Blue Wolves of Mibu, Volume 8. Cats with Jobs, Volume 2. Cloak or Dagger, number 3. In this series, only one can come out at a time. Cloak or Dagger. There is a Greg Land variant, a Todd Nauck variant. The main cover. Cursed Sword, Masters Harem Life, By the Sword, For the Sword, Volume 5. Main cover for BG. Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you. Deacon, Dark Wolverine Omnibus. 2 different covers to choose from. But whichever choice you make, $150. Some more DC Finest that are going to be available from Lunar next week. Dead Door, Volume 2. Dungeon Builder, The Demon King's Labyrinth is a Modern City, Volume 12. Earth 2, New 52 Omnibus. Expanse, Issue 3. A couple different covers available for Expanse, Issue 3. Expatriate X-Men, number 3, the David Baldion variant. The Jung and Yoon variant. And the A cover. Fantastic Four by Mark Waid and Mike Wieringo, Rising Storm. $34.99 for this trade paperback collected edition of Rising Storm. This Age of Revelations is 3 issues. So each of these 3rd issues is the final issue of their series. Fourth Rope Volume 1 and Final Fantasy 14, Chronicles of Light. Yep. This is the A cover here. I think I was supposed to just open it in a different window. Yeah. And here is the Jung and Yoon. And last but not least, the other one. David Baldion, yeah. Thanks, Brian. Gachi Akuda, number 9. Giant Size X-Men Second Genesis Revisited, the collected edition of all the Giant Size X-Men's, creating a new canon universe with Miss Marvel Kamala Khan as a longtime X-Man. Green Lantern collected editions, they'll be available with Lunar next week. Gunsmith Cat's Burst Omnibus Volume 1. He craves to be teased by his favorite ASMR streamer, Volume 1. Hikari Man, Volume 7 and 8. And I'm the Evil Lord of an Intergalactic Empire, Volume 10. Kai X Yaku, Bound by Law. Null number 1. Guess who's back? Null is back. Here's the A cover. Plus there'll be some other covers for us to look at. It is $5.99. Return of the King. Weakened from his last death, trapped by the enemy he never expected, the God of the Void waits in a cage once again. His captors think Null has nothing to fight back with, but in Null's hands, nothing is a weapon. And there's a greater weapon out there, waiting for the King in Black to take it, and take his revenge. Al Ewing, Tom Waltz, Juan Ramirez, Ryan Stegman. A cover, we have a black blank variant. We have a Clayton Crane cover. Great Clayton Crane series of variants. Ratio version of that. And then we have the Iban Coelho Null number 1. Ooh, that Kyle Hotz. That is so creepy, it's great. And that hair, man. It's just something. And then we have the Mike Walsh foil variant. I'm sure the foil will be the title and the bars. We have a Raphael Albuquerque variant, a Stegman Virgin Incentive. Yeah, sure. I'll show each one closer. So I showed the A cover. And then there is a blank, and I showed the Clayton Crane. I'll show it a little better. There's our A cover. There's our Clayton Crane variant. And then this is the Iban Coelho cover. That's cool. With Null there in the center. And let's see some symbiote heads flying from everywhere. The Coelho cover. The Kyle Hotz cover. This almost reminds me of one of the new Absolute Jokers covers. The way it's just so monstrous and creepy and awesome all together. This is an incentive ratio. I just noticed that. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see if it says what it is. It doesn't say here on this screen. If anyone's interested in this one, I can look it up. I did not notice it said incentive ratio on that one. This is the foil cover with the bars, which will be foil, and probably the title, which will be foil. Bish would like the Coelho cover. Yep. No problem, Chris. If you need me to go over something again, I'm happy to. So, who was that? Bishop, yep. Alright, and then Brian would like the ratio quoted. Got that as well. Okay, basically after A, we had the Clayton Crane, which I think you did get to see. And then the next open order was the Coelho. This we learned is a ratio. Next open order is the foil variant from Mike Walsh with the jail bars. We have a Raphael Albuquerque open order. With Hella with Noel there in a bird cage. There is a ratio incentive virgin, and those are the choices. So this is a ratio incentive, this virgin here, and then the Kyle Hotz is an incentive ratio. The foil price, let's see, the cover price is $6, so it'll be $10.99 for the foil. Sure, Dennis. So $10.99 for the foil. If you're interested in that, let me know. Foil, got it, Brian. I wish Marvel could do their foils cheaper. I'm going to fly up real quick and show the 1776 covers. It's pretty easy for Dennis. So we had the A cover here. This is an incentive ratio. We had the nullified variant. And we have the homage cover, the homage cover to the Spider-Man Barack Obama cover. This is Miles and Benjamin Franklin. And then Phil Noto cover. I believe that was all the open order covers available. Yep. We had just finished Crypto, Last Dog of Krypton, that'll be available from Lunar next week. Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero manga. Yes, sir, D. Dennis. You walk. Thanks, Dennis. Yep. Low Tide and Twilight Volume 1 manga. The Making of Avatar book. Marian Heretic number 3. A and B. B being a Ron Lim cover. Then we have a couple incentive ratios there. And a unlimited open order full art inked variant. Marvel Knights, the World to Come number 5. And that's number 5 right there. And the Kamenkoli variant. And the Jonas Sharf Stormbreakers New Class variant. And the Kokolo variant. Marvel Winter Break Special number 1. Here is the Greg Land cover. Featuring Nightcrawler with his tail holding a nice cup of hot coffee or hot chocolate. Deadpool. Emma Frost. Rogue, and Storm. That's our A cover. B cover is a nullified Emma Frost. I think that's a pretty cool one. Who did that one? That is from Sandoval. We have an Ivan Talavera, She-Hulk, Riding the Slopes. A Virgin incentive and a Ratio Virgin featuring everyone's favorite mutant couple, Rogue and Gambit. from Leslie Lyrics. And now, last but certainly not least, in my opinion, the Baldari cover is a super cute Black Cat cover from Nicoletta Baldari. Marvel Zombies Red Band number 4, the Mike Hawthorne variant. A cover for Brian. You got it. Thank you, sir. That's the Hawthorne Marvel Zombies 4. We have the Scott Koblish, the retro zombie variant, homaging the old covers for Civil War. And then we have the A cover. I'm sure it's a whole Civil War thing because on all these covers it's shown Iron Man versus Cap A, which is that classic Civil War battle. Mary Sue number 3, A and B cover. 1 and 10, last cover. Last cover was the A cover, so yep, you got it. Thank you. Mary Witch's Life, Volume 3. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Zord Quest 1. A new MMPR book. Zord Quest. What defines a hero? The Power Rangers discover that for themselves in this special one-shot. After a devastating encounter with the villainous Madame Axolot, and the Mighty Morphin team is left questioning whether they truly have what it takes. Well, let's find out. $7.99 one-shot. A cover, B cover. And C cover, Virgin, and then this is a ratio Virgin. A ratio Virgin here, and a unlimited Virgin here that is available. Miles Morales Epic Collection for $42.99. Minecraft Heart of Cobblestone Volume 2. My Life as a Cat 12. Nazumi's First Love 2. Peacemaker Tries Hard Collected Edition. Phoenix Volume 3 Collected Edition. Planet She-Hulk number 1 second print. This is the ratio. This is the open order. This was available with the first print as a foil cover. This is a non-foil version of that Mateo Lally cover as a second print. Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, issue 5. It looks like Weapon X Predator is out to fight. The A cover here, and then we have the DK Ruan Hunting the Hunters cover with Predator on it. Predator and Punisher. And then we have the Sergio Davila cover with Spidey. That's Predator Kills the Marvel Universe 5. Punisher Red Band number 4, Bjorn Barron's cover with Punisher. This book has sold a lot better than we initially expected. C cover. C cover. Is this one the C cover here, Brian? The Sergio Davila? Marvel doesn't make it easy. They don't call things A, B, and C. Got it. Here's the Bjorn Barron's Punisher cover for Red Band. So spinning out of this Red Band series, we are getting a regular ongoing Punisher series back again with Frank Castle. Here is the Kari Andrews, Kari like Atari, they say, cover. It is an open order. And then the main cover here of Punisher Red Band 4. Red Before Black Collected Edition Stephanie Phillips book. Stephanie Phillips is going to be the new writer on Daredevil, and I enjoy Stephanie Phillips' writing, so I'm excited to see a new take on Daredevil, a new volume, a new chapter in Daredevil's life. After the Chip Zdarsky, it was really hard to follow that, and the one after it has been okay, but I'm ready for another try. Reincarnated as a Sword manga. Roots of Madness, number 3, the new series from Ignition Press. Sheeta's Little Big World, number 3, Someone's Girlfriend, volume 5. Something is Killing the Children, collected edition, volume 9. Sorcerer Supreme, number 1. In Marvel's fantastic way, they're really doing good not to spoil who the new Sorcerer Supreme is. So, any guesses? Anybody can guess who the new Sorcerer Supreme might be? Scarlet Witch, Sorceress Supreme. After rescuing the Cloak of Levitation and the Eye of Agamotto from the ashes of Doom's fall, the Scarlet Witch has chosen to claim a new title, Sorcerer Supreme of Earth. Wanda is willing to defy tradition, break every rule, and chart a bold new path, one that the Vishanti aren't exactly happy about. Will this rogue Sorcerer Supreme bring magic in the Marvel Universe to new heights or leave it in ruin? An all-new series helmed by Steve Orlando with mystifying art from Bernard Chang. Some great covers, though. Here's the A cover. That is a Bernard Chang cover, the interior artist. We've got a Pramonic promo variant. This is a promo variant where it's the whole thing was, guess who the next Sorcerer Supreme will be. I'm still trying to guess. I can't imagine. The Jeff Shaw Winter Break variant. Great In-Hyuk Lee 3-part connecting magic variant. It's going to be 3 different covers, all of different magic characters, and they will connect from In-Hyuk Lee. The Mark Brooks. This is the Mark Brooks is a incentive ratio variant. It's in his animated style. A gorgeous Rose Besh cover. There is an incentive available that is a virgin, but this is an open order Rose Besh. Nice looking cover. I haven't seen this one. This is the Russell Dauterman incentive design variant. That is a ratio again, but it's a cool design variant from Russell Dauterman. And the actual Russell Dauterman variant. Russell Dauterman, really, really good at costume design. I wouldn't be surprised if considering there's a design variant from him, I'm certain he is the designer of that new costume. And it looks good. A cover for Bishop. Thank you, sir. Got it. Spider-Man 94, issue 4. Nick Bradshaw A cover, and the Alex Suviak B cover. Brian will take the Besh cover. It really is the Besh cover. Thank you very much. I'll be here all day. Please tip your waitress. The Spider-Man 94 number 4, the John Tyler Christopher action figure variant, and a nullified variant. It's a cool nullified variant. Get like an animated style null here. The actual Marvel animation variant cover. Spy X Family Season 1 fan notebook. And a novelty book, Anya's paper toy. Star Wars number 8, Pete Woods cover. And a Bengal Luke and Leia Jedi Knights variant. JTC action figure featuring C-3PO. I almost said Han Solo. C-3PO, yep. A Nogi-San variant. That's cool. Star Wars Boba Fett, black, white, and red, number 4. This is the incentive ratio from Dave Wachter and the Luke Ross variant here. Star Wars Darth Maul Black, White, and Red Collected Edition. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories Codebreaker, Issue 4. With Poe Dameron there. And Star Wars Hyperspace Stories The Bad Batch Rogue Agents, number 1. A new series featuring our favorite Bad Batch of clones. The A cover, and then the variant B from Riley Rossmo. And a C cover by Hannigan. Star Wars Tales from the Nightlands, number 3. The A cover from Francavilla. I'm a Slime Monster from a graphic novel, Super Magic Boy. I'm a Slime Monster. All right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Kevin Eastman covers from 2019 to 2024, a hardcover for $39.99, featuring nothing but all the Kevin Eastman covers. Tom Strong Compendium, Volume 2. Ooh, I might want to get that. And then I need to get Volume 1. Twin Jades of Jingdong, Volume 1. Ultimates 19, the A cover, the In-Hyuk Lee Ultimate Special variant, featuring Ultimate Nick Fury. The Stefano Caselli variant, and the Torrin Clark Incentive Ratio variant. X-Men 22, Shadows of Tomorrow, The Return of X-Men. This is Uncanny X-Men. This is the one that's written by Gail Simone, what I consider the best one, the one that takes place in Louisiana, with Rogue and Gambit and Wolverine and Nightcrawler and everybody who's great. Returning from the Ages of Revelation, Uncanny X-Men 22. Here is the A cover and a really cool Ben Sue variant. I want to get a closer look at this one. I dig that cover. Our team of heroes in the rain. Let's see what's going on with our X crew as they return back. Mean Girl Mutina. Mutina was introduced in the issues leading up to the Age of Revelation. A festive event is interrupted by the Daughter of Darkness herself, Mutina, and she has an unimaginable favor to ask the Uncanny X-Men, and woe betide them all if they refuse. It's murderous mutants and cake and blades, and you will look very differently at one of the core X-Men after this bloody issue. So there's the A, there's the Ben Sue variant. There is a Clayton Crane variant, as well as an Incentive Ratio Virgin Clayton Crane. But like I said, there's going to be a series of Clayton Crane variants across the Marvel books. Here's our Rogue Clayton Crane cover. And then a really good Ji Hyung Lee card. Rogue Gambit playing card variant. And I guess you can turn it either way you want. This is a really cool cover. An artist I'm not familiar with, Jeremy Wilson. And it's a connecting cover. I'd like to see what it connects to, the 2-part foil. That's very artistic. I dig it. And then we have the trading card variant of Gambit. Also an open order featuring the Remy LeBeau Gambit. It'd be cool if on the back it had his powers and stats. Undead Iron Fist number 4, A cover and Shavron variant. The Rain cover, yes. The Clayton Rain. No, the Ben Sue variant of them in the rain. You got it. Thank you, Brian. That was my favorite of them as well. Undead Pool, featuring, is it an undead Cable? Or just a regular live Cable? I don't know. I will find out. Undead Pool number 3, the Akko variant and the Paco variant. Akko and Paco Diaz variant. And then the A cover, also featuring Cable. Voyeur number 3, cover A. And the B cover. Cable cover, first one. Yes, sir. The ACO. Gotcha, Brian. Wash It All Away, Volume 5. What It Means to Be You, Volume 3. White House Robot Romance, number 3. A cover, B cover, C cover 1 and 10. And then we have X-Men Age of Revelation Finale. If you've been following the Age of Revelation, you don't want to miss this one-shot finale issue. Finishing it all off. This is the incentive cover. The Ratio incentive by Andre Bresson. Here is the Marcos Martin cover, a really cool artistic cover. The Tony Daniel variant. Tony Daniel, a longtime favorite of mine. And the A cover. Featuring Revelation holding Cyclops by the cape. X-Vengers number 3, the Gaumont variant. Featuring Cannonball, Sunspot, and Danny Moonstar. Make sure I got that one. Alright, A cover for this one. Did you want the A cover of White House Robot Romance number 3? Was that what you were saying? Okay, here's the A cover of White House Robot Romance. That's an open order. Here's the B Guancho cover. They're all wraparound covers. Oh boy. This is a Ratio 1 in 10. And this is not. Alright, we'll call them A, B, and C. B cover. You got it? Guancho. Thank you, Brian. X-Vengers, we saw the Gaumont variant. And then the Davila cover. I'm going to be sure I grab that Gaumont variant. The Davila cover also has Cannonball. I need to be sure to get this one. And then the A cover here. Davila for Brian. Get that down for you. And last but not least is Yandere Dark Elf. She Chased Me All the Way from Another World, Volume 4. Okay, maybe it is least. Thank you guys for coming to the show. Thanks for hanging out. If you need to see anything, you know, Funko is not even being carried by Diamond anymore. So talk to Christina about Funkos and see if she can send you a catalog of how we're gonna get it from now on. So talk to her and let's see. Thank y'all for coming here. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. As always, it's a good time, and see y'all next time.